Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an Assassin's Creed Shadows video. I know, very different. First it was Star Wars Outlaws and now we're on to Assassin's Creed. What's going on? What happened to the Helldivers 2? Don't worry, it's coming. I just wanted to try out some new videos, some new games that we don't really get to talk about on the channel, and because I'm excited for them. Skeptically, cautiously. I recently put out a video about Star Wars Outlaws and how I was cautiously excited about it. My reasons for being excited, but my reasons for also being cautious, and we're going to do the exact same thing with Assassin's Creed Shadows because there was new gameplay revealed at Ubisoft Forward at their event in LA. Already the best feature is you can pet the dog. That's wicked. More games need petting dogs. Big feature, must have. Assassin's Creed Shadows is set in feudal Japan and you will follow two protagonists that you can switch between, Yusuke and Naoe. Hopefully I pronounced those right and I apologize if I did not. One character is a samurai who has visceral combat and gameplay. The other is a stealthy assassin. Both look very interesting to play. It's almost like they're combining Assassin's Creed Old and New, and they're giving players the chance to choose between them in certain scenarios. I don't think it's going to be throughout the whole game where you can sort of just play as one character throughout the entire game. You'll obviously have to switch between the two at some stage, but it's really cool that they're giving you the choice in certain missions, like in this gameplay showcase here. Yusuke's gameplay looks brutal as all hell. The finishes look absolutely insane, and honestly this looks like some of the best combat we've had in Assassin's Creed in a while. Don't get me wrong, I miss countering, I miss the old style of gameplay like in Black Flag, Brotherhood, that kind of combat. I do miss it, but obviously we're not really going to go back to that anytime soon if we do at all. So if they've just got to get good at the new system of combat, then this is the way to do it. This combat looks insane. A lot of people are saying it looks like an okay, or some people are even saying it looks like a bad Ghost of Tsushima. And whilst I see the similarities, I think it's going to be a completely different game. I think a lot of people are making that comparison just because it's set in Japan and you're playing as, at least for one of the characters, as a samurai. The countering system, the parrying system, the staggering system, they look very similar to Ghost of Tsushima, but I think there's going to be a lot of features in this game that are completely different, and it's going to have a different feel to Ghost of Tsushima. Already I like the style of the game. People have been crying out for a Japanese samurai Assassin's Creed game, and honestly this looks like a solid effort at that. Naoe's gameplay looks more interesting to me, but that's because I'm a fan of the older Assassin's Creeds rather than the newer ones. But just like the other Assassin's Creed games, you'll have many weapons at your disposal, and this showcase really showed that off well. I'm not sure if it's just me, but the parkour looks more fluid as well. Honestly, I just love climbing in Assassin's Creed. I love the parkour system. It's a very similar system that was in Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War, and I love those games. But what has me skeptical is whether it's going to be well fleshed out and whether the story is going to be any good, because I can't say I've enjoyed an Assassin's Creed story in a long time. I think the last one that I properly enjoyed that I can actually recommend for its story is Black Flag. Everything since then has been an okay sort of mediocre story. In some cases it's been dreadful. So I'm really hoping they nail the story of this game, they nail the style, the feel of it. But in terms of how it plays and looks, it's looking promising. Like I said, the stealth gameplay looks real interesting, a lot of fun, a lot of different ways you can go about infiltrating different areas, killing enemies, how you want to approach your target. That feels very old school Assassin's Creed, and I love that. And that's what I've been wanting more of. I know Mirage was meant to be that sort of go back to the old style, stealth is the main focus, approaching your target, but Mirage just did not appeal to me. This does. I love the era that this game's set in, I love the setting, it looks beautiful, there's seasonal changes that will affect gameplay, so I'm interested to see how much those season changes actually do affect the gameplay, and I can definitely see myself getting lost and immersed in this world. Again, I don't know how in-depth the story's going to be, how connected it's going to feel to the actual Assassin's Creed theme and genre. Is it actually going to feel like an Assassin's Creed game this time, or is it just going to feel like an open world sort of warrior ninja game where one of the characters at least uses a hidden blade and that's the only real connection to the Assassin's Creed? They slipped in some dialogue here that sounded very Assassin's Creed.
In the shadows, to serve the light.
But I'm really interested to see how the assassins work in Japan and how the Templars work. If they are a thing in Japan, which I'm assuming they would be because they're a worldwide organization, and how that connects to the characters and the story. Do we actually feel a passion for these characters? Are we going to enjoy them? I really hope so, because I think that's something the old Assassin's Creed games did really well, is they got us to be passionate about the characters, to really relate to them, especially Ezio. What a masterful video game character he was. I'm not expecting the same levels as that, because I feel like that's a once in a generation kind of thing. But once again, Ubisoft, they've got me excited, but I've been burnt many a times before by this company, so I'm really hoping that both these games, Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows, are really solid. And from the gameplay showcases that we've been shown recently, it's looking like they might be good entrances into the Star Wars franchise and the Assassin's Creed franchise. So let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for this new Assassin's Creed game, and let me know which one you actually enjoyed the most, because I know it differs for some people. Some people like Assassin's Creed 2, some people like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood more. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Assassin's Creed Shadow videos. I'll probably do a bit more on this game as it gets closer to release. Become a member today if you want to support me in another way. You'll get early access to videos and live streams. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!